I wanted to make this video in hopes that it inspires at least one person out there watching this video. I recently did a poll on this channel asking the age of everybody, with 66% being 18 to 24 years old, which is one of the most developmental years of your life. You just hit adulthood. Everybody's telling you what you should do and how to live your life. Go to university, go to community college, go to the military and be a hero, or get a real job. Everyone has their opinion of what you should do, and you have no idea what you're doing or what you should do. So yeah, it's pretty convincing when you don't know what to do at all and someone thinks they have all the answers for you and are very convincing and confident. It may seem like they have all the answers because you don't have any. You don't want to mess it up and fall behind your peers, and everything is moving so quickly, especially these days. I've been there. It's a pretty scary moment for anyone that age. When I was around that age, I was completely lost as well. I switched majors in community college 4 to 5 times, from a creative major to a technical major, and I didn't even last that long in community college. But yeah, I went from one to another major multiple times. I didn't even know what I wanted to do with my life. I just signed up for community college because that's what my parents and grandparents said was the best idea. They would tell me, you should go to college because even if you don't know what to do, you'll figure it out along the way, which I absolutely think is batshit crazy. For someone to dive into tens of thousands of dollars in debt for something you hope you figure out along the way, and you hope that you like it and you could do it for the rest of your life. I think that is the recipe for someone to end up stuck in a job that they'll dread going to every morning for the rest of their lives. But I also think they're half right, and I'll explain here in a minute. But you're trying to find happiness. In Japan, there's this concept called ikigai. It means a reason for being. It's the overlap between 4 places: what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what gets you paid. Most people spend years chasing one of those circles, but the real fulfillment comes the more of these circles that align. And that's what your 20s are for. Not having it all figured out, but to explore, finding your own ikigai. And finding that takes time. You're not going to figure it out overnight or in a few days, or you're very extremely lucky to. Every strategic choice you make brings you closer and closer to finding your ikigai. Let's say you decided to work at a florist shop because you've always liked flowers your whole life. Well, 6 months later, you realize you hate it because your allergies act up. Well, now you know you can't work at a florist shop. Let's say you decide to work 3rd shift at a mortuary. Well, 4 months later, you find out you hate it and that you're missing time with your friends and family because you work 3rd shift, and you also don't like the smell of decaying bodies and coming home smelling like decaying bodies. Well, now you know. Every job, failed idea, every late night thought that keeps you up, it's all a part of connecting the dots to your ikigai. You're making a strategic choice, sticking with it, and learning about yourself from the experience. Now, what I think is the absolute worst thing you can do, now this is even worse than going in a direction that people convince you to go to. The absolute worst thing is to just not try, or not explore at all, or stop exploring, stop moving in a direction because you're scared of making a move. You're scared of if you'll fail. You're scared of what people will think if you're doing this. You only fall behind when you stop moving forward, when you stop doing things. So now, I don't want it to seem like I'm completely dogging on the college route, because I'm not. That's just kind of an example that I'm using and something that I've dealt with personally. But the problem for me there is going that route only because other people said it's the best option for you. They're trying to control your life. And then they'll say anything other than that will make you a loser. And also, it costs a lot of money. And depending on what subject that you're learning, you can get a lot of this information online. You can get a lot of quality education just from YouTube. You're not going to get a degree out of it. And for some things, it does require a degree. But you can learn enough to get the job done, whatever it is. You know, things like programming, web design, things like that. Some occupations require that you have some kind of advanced education. And it may be something that you are genuinely interested in, which I am all for. To be honest, chances are you won't find your ikigai by playing it safe. You find it by taking risks, getting uncomfortable. When you're young, you have the one resource you'll never get back. The one resource that some people would actually kill for, and that is time. You can fall flat on your face 100 times and have the rest of your life to recover. You can quit a job, try something new, fail, do this over and over and over again, and still be closer to your ikigai after all that. You'll still be ahead of somebody who decided not to try at all. Even though you're failing, you are constantly improving, figuring yourself out, and moving forward. You're constantly failing forward. Some people fail, get hurt, and never try anything again so they can avoid that pain. That's not what you do. Why do I know this? Because you're still watching this video. There's something inside you eager to find your ikigai, to live a happy, fulfilled life. So yeah, I know this is a bit different video than what I usually post, but I just saw the poll results and I saw you zombie salamis are all grown up now. And this is something I wish my 18-year-old self heard back then. If this makes an impact on at least one person, then it is worth it. It's worth it to me because I want to see you guys happy. I want to see you succeed and get what you want in life. I was initially going to talk about my personal experiences that relate to this topic, but maybe I'll save that for another video. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. And please let me know if you want to see more videos like this one by hitting the like button. I'm pretty sure I have a lot more I can say over some Mega Bonk gameplay. And yeah, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. I'll see you in the next video.